There's a middle-aged couple that have also wrote into the show. He is a plumber and his wife is an operating nurse. They have 3 children, 13, 17, and 19. And the plumber, he's asking whether or not he should incorporate, and should he put shares in the children's names as well as the wife's name.
Answer is yes and yes.
And can you explain why?
Well, because incorporating will allow him to spread out the tax burden by giving fully participating shares to the children. The 19-year-old can put it in their own name. The 17 and 13-year-old will have to have it held for them in trust. But you can actually, so let's say he's a very successful plumber. He's making $200,000 a year. On paper, what he can do is he can give his children fully participating but non-voting shares. He can give his wife the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. So that's now 4 more people who own shares in the company.
Okay.
And so suppose that on the $200,000 he's got, his expenses bring it down $50,000 to $150,000. And suppose on paper he's paying his wife a salary and all 3 of his kids a salary. The taxes that his children will pay on that income is much lower, much lower than the increasing tax rate, escalating tax rate that he'll pay on the last dollar. The most expensive tax he'll pay is the tax on the last dollar you earn. So the more you can spread it out, the lower your tax burden, and that's completely legal.
Okay, so his wife is an operating nurse, so she's going to be making over $100,000 a year as an
probably
operating
double
nurse.
that.
So for her to take on shares, then
it might not be a good idea.
I wouldn't think that'd be a good idea tax-wise.
And a housewife would be an excellent choice to give her shares. Because of the likely income that she has, you wouldn't want to augment her income. It's probably going to be worse to augment her income than his own.